All right, look. We're gonna grab square roots and cube root functions. All right? Remember, we can do it. Everybody say we can do it. We can do it. Because a lot of students have a hard time with this. Remember, you got the goat. The goat gonna show you. Nice and simple. All right? So remember, here's our function. Y equals the square root of x. All right? The square root of x, we're going, what is this table called? Yes. A function table, right? Since it's a square root, we don't use negative numbers, right? Because that'd be an imaginary number. You're gonna learn that when you get the pre-calc. So we're gonna take some easy numbers that you square root and we get perfect squares, right? Anybody know what a perfect square is? Perfect square is when you take, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, it's like 4 like the easy square root.
Yeah, when you take the square root of a number, you get a whole number. So we're always going to use 0, because the square root of 0 is what? 0. Square root of 1 is what? 1. Square root of 4 is what? 2. Square root of 9 is 3. This is the table that we're going to work with, right? So when we plot that, remember, what is this called right here? Where the y-axis and the x-axis intersect. What is that called?
The origin.
The origin. Who says that? It's the origin, right? 0, 0. Remember that. So from here, we go over 1, up 1, right? Over 4 and go up 2, right? Go over 9, up 3, okay? That's the graph of the square root function, okay? Everybody understand that? Like my buddy Nick said, it's a parabola. It's not a parabola, but it looks like half of one, right? But remember that. Now this is your basic equation. A equals the square root of x minus h plus k. Now let me show you the easy way to graph this, all right? H and k are your endpoints, all right? And called endpoints really your start point, okay? Mr. Lindsey, why in the world is it h when it's negative h? We're gonna take the opposite, okay? We're gonna take this graph, flip it, move it around the coordinate graph. And this is going to help us. So watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are these sections called? Quadrants, right? In quadrant 1, the x coordinate is what? Somebody tell me. Is it positive or negative? Positive. Write this down. And y is what? Positive. So when, listen, this will get confused. When this x is positive, and we know there's no number here, right? But we know it's 1, and that's positive. The number here is positive. It's gonna go in the first, what is this called? First quadrant, quadrant 1. When the x is negative, right? And the y is positive, it's gonna go where? Quadrant 2. Because remember, this is negative, comma, positive. Remember that. When they both are negative, right? They both are negative, is what? Quadrant what? 3. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do it. Y equals, right? And here, what is this? Y equals plus and minus. Y equals minus plus. And this is what? Quadrant 4. Okay? Write that down. So you have an idea where the graph is going. Okay? Everybody understand that? The most important thing, not the most important thing, remember, H and K. That's your end point, that's your start point. Everybody got that? And we're going to use this table to help us move it or flip it. Okay, everybody understand that? All right, let's walk over here to the cube root function. All right, the cube root. This is a table when we take the cube root, because it's, what's the cube root? Anybody know what the cube root? Xavier, what's the cube root? No one know, huh?
It's like a square root of
one number multiplied by itself 3 times, right? The square root, one number multiplied by itself twice, right? Cube root, one multiplied 3 times. So we're gonna take easy numbers, simple numbers, right? You can take a cube root of a negative number, right? Because -2 times -2 times -2 is -8, all right? Cube root of -1, -1. Cube root of 0, 0. Cube root of 1 is 1. Cube root of 8 is 2, right? Here, this is a point of symmetry where the graph flips, okay? That's gonna be my H and K. Notice the difference. You have a cube here compared to over here, you had a square root, okay? And since I'm here, let me go back. We forgot. The domain, right? Always your is X greater than H. Whatever number this is my domain, right? Is X greater than or equal to H. My range, right? My range, always gonna be Y is greater than or equal to K. That's important, right? When we go back over here, right? My domain is all real numbers. And remember, simple way to write is like this fancy R, right? My range, right, is gonna be all real numbers. Anybody have any questions so far? Any questions? Nick, any questions so far? So now we're gonna jump into some problems. Yes?
I think you spelled numbers wrong.
I spelled numbers, of course. All right. We good.